Hi guys, back again with another video. Now this time we are going to do the full review of the Jabra Elite 65T. Now these are true wireless earbuds. So these actually fit into your ear canal. It actually takes the shape of your ear and fits in properly. It does good noise isolation and the sound is also good. We'll be talking about all that later on. But this video we won't be talking about good points and bad points separately. We are going to categorize it and then we are going to talk about all the categories separately, and in the end I'll be talking about what I liked and what I did not like. So let's start with that. Okay, number one, look and build quality. Now these actually look premium. The build quality is very nice. Now if you look at it, it's got a shape. It's a weird different kind of shape that you would have not seen on many earphones. Now this shape actually takes the shape of your ear and then that helps it in attaching itself onto your ear and it stays there properly. So that's a good thing. I'll be talking about the bad thing about that also later on. So the build quality is very nice. It does not irritate your ear. It stays in place. The metallic paint that they use, this is not metal. There's no metal used on this at all. This is completely plastic. You have a brushed aluminum kind of a paint job done on it. That does look premium. So the earphone in itself looks premium, even though it doesn't have any metal involved with it. Number two, fit. Now this fits me perfectly. So there's no problem with me. I have been using it for so long. I've been using it in the gym. I've been using it for a jog. I've been using it for all different kind of purpose and I have no problem with it. But then I tried it with some of my models. I tried it with some of my friends and that's when I realized the big fit problem that it has. So it does not fit everyone. So you need to have big ears. Only then this will fit your ears, because this actually takes the shape of your ear. So it goes in and then locks itself on your ear. Now, if you have small ears, your ear canal is small and your ear itself is small, it will not fit in. It will not go there. You can force it tight in there, but that will be very painful. So I have tried it with a lot of people. Go ahead and see the videos. I have actually shot a few videos where I have shown how it fits different people. Big ears, it fits fine. Small ears, it has a big problem. So before you buy it, if you have small ears, do not buy this. It will not fit you. A lot of my friends have tried it and it does not fit them. So if it does not fit you, there's no use of buying it at all. Even if it's one of the best earphones, it's not going to be of any use to you. Number three, earphone sound quality. Now the sound quality is good. The mids, the highs, the lows are balanced. So they're not overpowering. So most of the earphones you'll see something is overpowering. Mids are always balanced, but either the treble part or the bass part overpowers each other. So this does not overpower, it's balanced. So it's got average sound quality, but it can be improved a little bit with the equalizer that you get on the app. So there's an app that you can use to manipulate the sound a little bit, not much, but a little bit. So that is going to be good enough for some people. But if you're looking for a heavy bass kind of earphone, this is not for you. If you're looking for a heavy treble kind of earphone, like a purist kind of earphone, this is not for you. This has a balanced sound signature, so all the music will sound good, but it will not sound great, or the loudness won't be that much. So now anyways, these are truly wireless earphones, so they are very small and the drivers are small, everything is small. So I will not really expect something as great as a bigger earphone can provide. So I'm okay with the sound quality. If I judge it between 1 to 10, then I will give it around 7 in sound quality. Number 4, microphone sound quality. Now the microphone sound quality is excellent. It's one of the best that I've ever used. Now if you would have seen my sound test video, if you've not seen that, I'll put a link on top so you can click on that and you can see the sound test video. While I was riding a bike, I used this and it was so clear you can't even make out that I am riding a bike. When I am talking to people on the phone while I'm riding, they don't even realize that I'm outside. They think that I'm still home. So this is that good. Now it has two microphone on each side, so it does perform as a mono earphone also, so you can just use the right hand side one. If you're on a phone call, you don't want to use the left hand side one, it's fine. You just use this one, and even with this you get good sound quality. The mic sound is very nice. So microphone sound quality wise, I'll give it 9 out of 10. It is excellent. Wind noise reduction, even though it has this mesh kind of thing which will dampen down the wind sound a little bit, but it will not do a very great job. Wind sound is always a big problem with most of the earphones, so I am not surprised by that. But otherwise, it is excellent for phone calls. Number 5, battery life. Now the battery life on this is great. This actually has 5 hours of battery life. The case has 10 hours of battery life. So it depends on your usage, that how much will this run. Now for example, you use this for 3 hours and then put this back in the charging case. So as soon as you put it back in, you see that the red light has come up and it has started charging. So now your earphone goes back to 5 hours. Now that 2 hours, it had 2 hours left, so it goes for 5 hours, so 3 hours you've used. So 3 hours is deducted from your carrying case. So now your carrying case has 7 hours of battery life left and your earphone is fully charged. So on, depending on how much you use, and then you use it for another 3 hours and then you put it back again, then that means the 3 hours is deducted from the charging case. So all you have to do is take this, put it in and connect a charger like that, and then it'll start charging. Now this is already on full power, so you see that the light is not blinking. That means that it is fully charged. So when it's fully charged, you'll see a solid light, green light, and when it's charging, you'll see that light blinking, red and orange color. So it goes to 3 colors, so that's a good thing. So excellent battery life. I have never been able to finish the battery life altogether because I don't use it for more than 3.5 hours, and it supports 5 hours. So battery life has never been a problem with me because 5 hours of battery life from a truly wireless earphone is great. Portability and ease of use. Now these are very tiny. Actually, if you compare it with any earphone, this is actually very small. Now these are tiny. The good part is it fits anywhere. It fits most of the ears. If you have small ears, then no, but most of the ears it'll fit. You can just put it in your pocket, whatever. The problem is, since they are tiny, they're prone to get lost. So I have dropped them so many times because I just put them in my pocket. I'm removing the phone and it falls off. That's because the case is not in my pocket. I kept it in my bag. So I don't want to use the open the bag, take it out every time when I'm talking to someone. So then this just goes in my pocket. So that is something that you should avoid, because that way you will lose the earphone. Now one thing, let me warn you now itself. The right hand side is the main earphone. So the right hand side one is the one which connects to the phone. Now once it connects to the phone, this gives the signal to the left hand side. Now because of that, there is a problem that I'll talk about later on further ahead. Now if you lose the left hand side one, it's fine. The right hand side will still work. But if you lose the right hand side one, the left hand side cannot connect to the phone directly. So this is of no use to you anymore. So make sure you keep the right hand side one safe. Hardware function. So basically, what hardware functions do you have on this? Now different earphones have different buttons, different hardware response. So this has 3 buttons. So on the right hand side you have one big button, this one. Now this is used for answering calls. This is used for switching on the voice assistant, whether you've used Siri or Alexa or Google Now, or whichever phone OS or architecture you're coming from, it'll support that. Now After this, you have this one, the left hand side one, which has two buttons. Basically, you see this two notch over here. So this is volume up, this is volume down. It also doubles as a track forward and track backward. It does not support forward or rewind, so that function is not there in this. The button also helps you in switching off the earphone. Now this, if you keep it pressed, it will switch off the earphone also, but it'll only switch off this side. Now if you want to switch off this side, you'll have to press the button over here, keep it pressed, and this will also go off. So you can switch off both of them individually. So that's also a good thing that they've given. One problem though that I have with this volume control is while you're wearing it, because of the design, now when you're pressing the volume up or down button, the earphone actually moves a lot because of the design. It moves a lot, so that really irritates me a little bit. But that's the only problem I have with the hardware part on this. Number 7, software function. Now, most of the earphones have supporting software that you can install on the phone. So you can install the same software on Android and on iOS. So you have a Jabra Sound Plus app for the Android or the iOS version. So once you install that app, it gives some added features. So let me just show you the app itself. So oops, connect. Okay, it's connected. So it gives you a few features. One is an equalizer. So it gives you an equalizer so you can control the music sound a little bit. Doesn't really make much of a difference, but a little bit of control you do get. You can go into settings. You do have ambience noise control. So you have hear through. So with that, you allow the sound from outside to come in. So if I put that on, then it gives you a slider which will allow you to control how much of outside sound you want to get in. Basically, when you wear this, you're completely blocking out the outside sound, so you can't really hear much what's going on outside. This is blocking out everything. This allows you to let the sound in. So it does actually surprise some people. Basically, if you keep that on, you're listening to music and someone comes in front, or they're talking, and then you suddenly respond and they say, oh, I didn't know that you were actually listening to us. So this does give you superpowers. You can listen to music and you can hear conversation going around you. It does pick up a lot of sound around you. So if you have a hearing problem, this helps you in that also. So that's there. It gives you an option of pausing the music or continue playing music while you're doing hear through. You have audio experience, that is basically the music equalizer. You can change that. And call experience, this is also something different. It has a call equalizer. This is not for music, this is for phone calls. So if you're on phone calls, you can decide what kind of sound you want. You want the sound to have more of treble or more of bass, or a default balanced sound. Then you have a side tone option. Side tone basically allows the sound to come in, your sound to come in. So your own voice will be heard from the headset. So you'll be hearing your own voice too. So a lot of people don't like it. Even I don't like it, because that seems like an echo. So you're hearing yourself again and again. So it's an echo being created. So it's very irritating. I don't like it. But if that is one of your preference, so you can switch that on too. So that allows you to know how well are you sounding to the other person. So that's why this feature has been given. After that, you have headset assistance, which allows headset audio prompt. So it basically tells you the earphone is on, or you're getting a call. All these things it'll tell you in that. Battery life, you have a full 100% or whatever, it tells you all that. It has caller ID announcement, so it does let you know who is calling. If you have the name saved, it will give you the name. If you do not have the name saved, then it will give you the number. So all that feature is available on the app. So you have to install this app, only then will those features activate. You can create your own profile. So you have this commute profile, you have your regular focus profile, so you can block out everything. So according to what profile you want to choose, the first one is your own custom one. After that, you can create other ones and then use that accordingly. So that is actually very useful. It does allow you to see the battery life also. So with the latest OS, you do see the battery life anyways. So if I go into Bluetooth, I see that it's got 100% battery. So that is shown anyways on iPhone also, it shows anyways. But in case you have an older OS, so it will show you the battery life in it. Number 8, extras. So what all extra features that you get with this? So basically you get IP55 rated water resistance. So 55 is not that great. It won't, even rainwater may go in. 55 is okay with slight splash here and there. That is fine. Sweat is fine. But other than that, 55 is not that great. There is another version of this which is a little more expensive, that has a 56 57 rating. That is much better, but it is little chunkier. It's got a rubberish finish. If you would prefer that one, then you can look at that. Secondly, this is the first truly wireless earphones which provide you Alexa feature in it. So Alexa is a voice assistant from Amazon. We'll be talking about that when I do my Alexa speaker review. So it's totally different. So it doesn't work like a normal voice assistant like your Google Now or Siri. It doesn't work like that. So I'll be talking about that later on. Okay, so let's talk about what I liked and what I did not like. So let's talk about what I did not like first. So what I did not like was the left hand side earphone keeps getting disconnected. Now this has a big problem with electrical disturbance. So even if I'm standing next to a switch, some switch, not all of them, some switches I switch on, switch off, I can hear a cut sound in this. So it catches a lot of electrical disturbance, especially if there is a motor running or something like that. It took me a long time to figure out where all this actually has a problem. In the mall, when I'm roaming around next to some pillars where there are electrical wires going through, heavy duty wires going through, this will just disconnect. So disconnect and come back, it'll start breaking up. So all that problem comes up. Now the left one does disconnect a lot. So that's the reason why I did not choose the Sony one. That had the same problem. And I thought this will not have it, but no. So I'm sorry to say that this one has the left side disconnecting issue, which is kind of big. It keeps on happening a lot. Second point, it does not fit everyone's ears. It does not fit everyone's ears. I've tried it a lot. Out of 10, 8 people were not able to use it because it didn't fit the ears. So that's a big problem. So third bad point, or what I did not like, was Alexa. Now Alexa integration is there, but it's not good. Alexa does not make calls. You cannot call her by name. So you can't say, hey Alexa or Alexa or anything. It does not respond. You have to keep the button pressed for 2 seconds, and then the voice prompt, the Alexa feature will start. It doesn't even talk to you. It doesn't say how may I help you, nothing. A voice or normal tune sound comes, and then you have to ask Alexa to do something. So basically what you can do is all your regular stuff like what's the temperature, what's the this, what's the that, that's it. You cannot call anyone. So a earphone which cannot call, I don't really think that's going to be of any use. So this does not call anyone. I don't use Alexa anymore. I use, if I'm using my iPhone, I use the Siri function, or if I'm using my Android one, I use Google Now, because Alexa is of no use to me on an earphone which cannot call. It cannot even do Alexa calls. So like Alexa devices can call each other. This cannot even do that. The main reason to that is because this does not have its own IP address. The IP address, this is for technical people, the IP address is of the phones. So if you do a call from the phone directly, you can answer it from here, but you cannot do a call directly from here by pressing it and then asking it to call someone. It will just say that feature is not available on this device. So that's the voice prompt you'll get back. So you cannot do Alexa calls. You cannot do most of the Alexa related features where it needs an IP address. So that's a very bad thing. I don't know why was that not looked into, but because of that, I have stopped using Alexa on these earphones. Okay, so what I liked about this. Now for me, ironically for me, the fit is fine. I like how it fits my ears. It does not fall. Even when I'm in the gym, it stays on my ears. Even when I'm sweating, nothing happens. It does not fall, it does not even feel like it's going to slip off. It stays fine. You get different size earbuds. So according to your ear, you can use whichever you feel like. So fit wise, it's excellent for me. Not for you, for me. So you'll have to check your ear size first. Second point, good sound quality because of noise isolation and ambient noise control. So this actually isolates the sound. So it's blocking out all the sound from outside. Then you are in control of how much of sound you want to get in. So for example, if you're riding, you want to hear the entire traffic around you. You do not want to miss out on somebody honking or something like that. You put it on full. So basically, you're listening to everything outside and a slight music coming from the background. So you can keep it that way. In case you are home and you want to listen to conversation which is going on with between other people, and you want to listen to music also, you can even do that. So the slider is there, so you can control it according to that. So I really like this, the options that are available for sound on this. The other thing which I really liked on this, which I don't see on other phones, is now I can connect two separate phones on this. That's normal. That most of the earphones do now. Now, if I'm listening to music, for example, I'm listening to music on this phone and I get a call on this one, then what happens is this will pause the music on this phone and pick the call from this phone. Once I'm done with the call, it automatically plays the music back from this phone. So I do not have to take out both the phones and can't answer and then another one and then go play, pause and all this thing. I do not have to do that. It automatically does that. So and it is very seamless. It doesn't fail. It works fine. The only problem I had is with Alexa. Other than that, I didn't have any connection related or voice assistant related issues on this earphone. Okay, so that's it for the full review. I'll talk about what's missing though. One thing which I was looking into, which I would have really liked the earphones to have, is inbuilt memory. Like the Samsung ones, the Samsung Icon X has 4 GB of internal memory in the earphone. What that helps you with is that you can just store music on this, play the music directly from it. You do not have to take your device with you and then go to the gym or go for a run. So that would have been really helpful. Other than that, excellent earphone. I would recommend this to everyone, except for the ear size issue and the left hand side getting disconnected every time near electrical disturbance. I do not have any other problem with this. So that's it for this video. If you like the video, please subscribe with the like button and do comment, and I'll see you again with another video. Bye bye.